Hey Peaches, what's up? So it is a chill Thursday night. I think it's Thursday. I've been all mixed up this week because I went on a one-day vacation with Dustin that was amazing and really super needed. I vlogged the whole thing and I'm going to do little clips of it and put it up on my second channel that I'll have linked down below if you guys are interested to see that there. I'm going to try starting, well now, I don't know why I said starting. I'm going to try to start putting vlog videos and like travel videos and those kind of things on my second channel. Also, what I wanted to start doing was a series kind of on planning my wedding and just vlog that whole experience because that's something that I would like to have on film. And if you guys are interested in that, give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, that'll be on the second channel that right now I think it's called Dustin and Sarah, when I thought that we were going to do a vlog channel together, but I'm about to change the name of it coming up soon. So obviously I don't like have my backdrop set up. I'm just like leftover makeup from earlier today. I'm in my Jadalyn Brooke shirt, which is my favorite company ever right now. I want to buy all their stuff. If you guys haven't heard of them, I'm absolutely obsessed, and I'll link them down below too, so you guys can go shop there. They're like three sisters that kind of just put together a boutique. Anyways, I guess that's called a boutique, but I've been obsessed with them. I wanted to sit down with you today and do my favorite brushes because you guys were asking me what are my go-to things that I use every day that like are not necessarily high-end, are not necessarily drugstore, just in general, like what brushes do I reach for? I have a ton of brushes and I think a lot about giving them to someone who would use them more than I would, because I have like 4 highlighting brushes that I'm like, what do I need 4? Now, I will tell you that eyeshadow brushes I am a junkie for, foundation brushes I'm a junkie for, pretty much anything else I'm like, I got one and that's good, like I'm set. So you'll see a lot of shadowy brushes. I tried to pick the things that I used most often. Like, I obviously don't use every single one of these brushes every single day because there are multiple foundation ones, but these are the ones that I reach for the most, that I try to like wash the most because I use them the most, and I like to have a couple so that, for example, foundation brushes, since I'm a junkie for those, I'll have like 3 of them and then wash them so that I can kind of use one for like 2 days and then the next for like 2 days and then the next, and then I'll wash all of them. If that makes sense. Keep them on a rotation. Also, can we just take a minute to see how long my hair's gotten? It doesn't look so good right now because we literally just got our air conditioning fixed. I am a baby when it comes to not having air conditioning, and I literally called it yesterday, like midway through the day. I was like, you guys, the air is out, dude, it's done. And both my parents were like, no, it's fine, it's on, it says it's on. And I was like, it says it's on, but it is not on, it is off, it is broken, it is done. About an hour and a half later, I'm at dinner with Dustin and they text me and were like, so the air is off because it's broke. See you soon. Bye. I don't know why this is turning into a vlog. Moving on. So these are all my favies. These are my favy babies. Is that a thumbnail right there? I'm also going to go ahead and warn you guys, none of these are clean. It's literally It's literally brush cleaning day, like now. So none of these are clean, but I was hoping you guys could forgive me for that. If you can't though, it's totally cool. So I'm going to start with more like foundation-y brushes. These are pretty much it for me. So, quick rundown. This one is one that I've mentioned before. It's the Morphe M439. I love this one so much. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this. I've loved Morphe ever since I first heard about them. I've never had any problems with ordering, with shadows, with brushes, with anything. If I did, I would definitely let you guys know. I'm very big on like customer service. I'm very big on if I pay for something, I expect it to be good quality. So this one, the reason I mention that is because I've seen some people say that they've had problems with shedding, and I was like, that's interesting because I have a ton of Morphe brushes. What's happening? I have a ton of Morphe brushes, and I bought a whole set. None of them have ever given me a problem, so I'm like a little eerie now, like, I will say I'm super hard on my brushes, so sometimes the ferrule, which is this part, kind of gets a little loose, no matter how good the brush is. I dropped my phone that's recording the audio. But this one has done really good. I haven't had any problems with it, but I do like, when I do my foundation, so if they hold in, I'm pretty impressed with that. Next foundation brush that I have is actually from Tarte. I love this, and I got this with a foundation. It doesn't have a number or anything, it just says Tarte at the ferrule there. I love this one a lot. It's humongous, so it takes like 5 seconds to do your entire foundation, but I very much would recommend this one, picking it up. I think it's like 30 something dollars by itself, which is super expensive, but it's a very good quality brush, so makes it worth it. This is kind of a weird one to include, but this is actually from Bare Minerals. It also does not have a number on it. I got this with a kit, like an introduction kit that I got, and I can't remember if this was for shadow or for concealing, but I use it kind of mix and matched for both. I just love this one. I don't know what it is about it. The handle, like the little ferrule part of this one, is pretty much loose too and almost coming off because I'm rough, I'm telling you guys, with my brushes. But I like this one a whole lot. It's really skinny, so I think that that helps me with concealing a lot. I usually use this to clean up around my brows. This is the other one I like to clean up around my brows with. This is actually from E.L.F. And this is the small angled brush. I literally got this from CVS. Again, most of E.L.F.'s items like this, their brushes don't have numbers on them, but small angled brush. It's super, super skinny. So I love to use this for mostly right at this part of my brow because I like for that part to be really, really sharp. I think I said that in a video not all that long ago that I've been using that because I love for that part to be sharp. So highly recommend this one. I think this was $3, so get you one. Moving right along, the Morphe E8. I love this one also. One of my subscribers a long time back recommended this one to me. I use this for a various amount of things. I use this to blend concealer underneath my eyes, but I also use it to buff in any concealed spots. Like I put a lot of concealer on my chin. I put a lot of concealer everywhere pretty much, but I use this to kind of buff out the harsh lines from any of it. And if I'm not using a ton of foundation, I'll actually use that to buff in my foundation as well, because one of the things I've been liking to do right now is using a BB cream from Maybelline, I think it is my favorite one, instead of a foundation on like lighter days or like run around and do errands day. And this is the perfect thing to kind of blend that in. The next one is also from Morphe. A lot of these are from Morphe. They're my most high-end brush except for one of them that I have in this whole bundle, so you'll be seeing a lot of those. This is the Morphe E12. This again was recommended by one of my subscribers. It's perfect, just like the perfect shape for underneath your eyes. For setting, that's what I like to use it for right there, because I find that blending is a little bit harder with this one as opposed to like the one that I just showed, the E8 I like to blend with, and then this one I like to set with. This is the last like foundation E brush that I have. I would say this is definitely more of a concealer. This is from Bella Pro. And I think that my sister-in-law got this set at like Kohl's or Marshall's or somewhere like that. And I got a ton of brushes in that set, and this is just the concealer brush. It says back here concealer. I like this one. It's just a domed brush. There's nothing super special about it, but I like to actually put my primer for my eye on the back of my hand and dip it in and then apply it that way and then like pat it in so it doesn't get all in my creases or anything like that because I have hooded eyes. And I also will use this to blend out concealer. Like I said, I like mix and match all of my brushes, so I like to blend my concealer out that way with this one as well. Alright, what's next? What's next, you guys? So this is also from Morphe. This is the S14. It is a powder brush, and the reason that I love this one is because it's the best of both worlds because it's so compact that I can pack makeup on. When I'm like setting with my airspun powder, I'm like really packing that powder on, but then again it's gentle enough that I can go back and like buff it in without it being too flimsy on me. So I like to do that. I'll take my airspun powder, or right now I've been loving the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which I've had forever, I just haven't used, and then I get a bunch of powder, I pat and set it, and then I'll go back in a few minutes and kind of blend another powder on top of that. So this is the last face brush, I think, yeah, that I have, again from Morphe. It's the M438. This one I like to use for a couple different things. So it's pretty basic looking, but the things that I found this most useful for is setting under my eyes again, but also what I've found that I like to do a really heavy highlight. So I like get a lot of highlight on there, and then actually I will highlight with this, the tip of my nose and everything like that. I find this really helpful for my nose because when I highlight, I just want like that little Rudolph highlight at the end of it and then on the bridge. And I feel like even with small fan brushes, which I have one over here that's also from Morphe, I think. This is the E40. this itty bitty tiny fan brush. I feel like it's so hard to get color payoff with some of the fan brushes that I'm like having to dip and like keep applying it, and then I'm not getting anywhere. So this I feel like does a really good job of picking up the product and then like really firmly putting it back down, firmly grasping it. So these are the other brushes that I have. So these are mostly all for my eye. Actually, they all are for my eye-ish area. The first one is from E.L.F. again. I'm sorry, not from E.L.F. It's from Mary Kay. This is the angled eye brush, and this is what I use, I've talked to you guys about before, to fill in my brows because of it being so thin. It's perfect. And I found what's more helpful for me for the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow is to get a bunch of product on my brush and then use the lid, the top part of it, and kind of like get it all off of my brush again and then dip in. I don't know why that seems to help, but it does really seem to help with the application of it. So then it's time for eyeshadow brushes. So this one actually came with my Naked Smoky Eye palette, which Taylor got me, thank you so much. And this has been like a ride or die brush for me ever since then. It has two sides to it, this little fluffy end and then a like a smudger-ish end that is a brush. So I use this every single day pretty much for underneath my eyes, and sometimes I'll use it in the crease if I want like a really sharp defined crease, and then I'll use the other end of it to kind of blend everything back out if I feel like I did too much anywhere. But the smudger part of it is like my absolute favorite. I can't find anything that comes close to this for underneath my eyes, so that's a big win. The only downfall for that is that you would have to buy the palette to get the brush. I think they might sell it separate, I'm not totally sure, but I don't think they do. The palette I think is $54, so you gotta want the palette, I think, more than the brush. And then I have 3 more brushes. So 2 of them are from Morphe. One is the M139, and then the other one does not have a number. So this is the 139. It's a little bit smaller than the one that's unnumbered. Again, the unnumbered one I got in the kit of brushes. And I'll try to link down below which one that was. I can't remember, but I'll try to find it and link it down below if you guys are interested in that particular kit. So the M139 I like to do kind of for my outer crease, and then the one that's unnumbered that's a little bit bigger and fluffier I like to do for my whole crease and kind of blend everything out. But then what also has been my ride or die is from Sigma. This is the E40. I think someone told me about this one too. So it's the fluffiest of all. We'll put them in order here. So this is the M139, this is the unnumbered, and then this is the Sigma E40. I love these all in combination, and like I said, so this will be for the outer corner, this will be for like the entire crease, and then this I like to take over the top of everything else and just kind of blend if I feel like that I have any harsh lines anywhere or anything like that. So those are basically what I use every single day for eyeshadow. I hardly ever use anything that's not these combined with my Naked little smudger under the eye. So that wraps it up for brushes, but I wanted to throw into this is like my thing. I love beauty blenders, but more than I love beauty blenders, I love the Real Technique sponges. These are all Real Technique except for 2 that a subscriber sent me, and I was able to do that. I bought a kit online, I think for $20, which is not bad at all, and I got, I think, 2 of these, this one, and then 2 of the smaller ones. So Real Techniques, I think this is the smallest sponge that they offer. It has this really weird angle at the end of it though, which is funny to me. But I've loved this ever since I've gotten it. The other one that came in that kit is this one right here that has so many shapes that you could do so much with. I love that one as well. And then just the original little sponge that they have, I have 4 of those. Yeah, I have 4 of those. And then the last one, if I can get down here, I have 2 of these, and this is the one that my subscriber sent me. These are like micro, itty bitty, teeny weeny ones that I love. I have used them so much for underneath my eyes, and this is from actually beautyblender.com, I guess. So you can search there to find these ones. I would highly recommend the Real Techniques kit if you can find it. That is a really good deal. You get a ton of them. And as long as you keep up with washing them, I found that the longevity of these are amazing. You do kind of want to change them out just so that you're not like influencing is what I want to say, but that's not what I mean. Encouraging. So you're not encouraging bacteria to like grow in your skin and whatnot. But If you can sanitize those and clean them well, they last a long time. So that's it, guys. I hope that this video was helpful. You guys have been asking me like crazy to do this recently, so I wanted to sit down and do it. A lot of my brushes are, I would say, pretty affordable. The Morphe ones, I would say, I'm sorry to mess with my hair, I have my fans on. It's like, I think that if you were trying to get the Morphe brushes individually, that price might add up a little quicker for you, but if you can find a really good set, which I can't remember how much I paid, but I think it was under $100 for most of the Morphe brushes that I have, that's a really good deal. It comes with a belt to store everything in that you can tie around your waist, and like I said, I'll try to find that exact one that I got and put it in the link down below. Tons of people have discount codes with Morphe. I am unfortunately not one of them yet, but we'll see. So I know Jaclyn Hill has one that's Jack Attack, Patrick Starr has one that I think is P Star, and then Manny has one that I think is just Manny. Those are my top 3 that I know about, that I hear about a lot. So I think all of those are like 10% off if you guys want to use any of those. And I know that Morphe also has really good sales when they have sales, so always check under their sales tabs too. So anyways, I hope that you guys are having an awesome week so far. I hope that you continue to have an awesome week. I'm trying my little booty off to film, edit, and upload twice a week again. Oh, so I'm trying to like pre-film and like have a backlog of videos ready to go for you guys. I don't know by the time this video goes up if I'll be doing 2 a week, but that's really my goal in life, is to do that. Again, if you guys want to see a wedding series video, just give this video a thumbs up and I'll be sure to start that. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I think it's kind of funny if you're not in the stress of it to like watch me freak out and be like, how do you feed the people? What do you feed them? How many people do you feed? Do you even feed them? Just send them home. I had like a little moment the other night where I was like, someone just tell me where to be and I'll be there. That's what we're doing. Whoever can show up and know about it, that's who will be there. If you guys have any suggestions for wedding-y things, right now my biggest thing is I'm trying to find a videographer who also does photography. That's our like big want. And I don't know if we'll have the money in the budget for it, but I really hope that we will. So if you guys know of somebody in Georgia, link them down below and I'll try to figure something else out with them. That's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm so happy to sit and talk with you guys again tonight. Like I said, I'm feeling more and more like myself, and that's just a really good feeling to have under my belt. I have a few things going on right now that are a little bit stressful, but I'm like, nah, you ain't got me. So I'm trying to stay positive. So anyways, thank you guys for all your love and support as always. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe and watch me on life's journey through all of this. We always just learn together and hang out like this, and it's always usually fun. Sometimes it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.